for Krishna, chapter 35. I think I will have to read little more to maintain that point. So bear with me. There will be repetition little, but I think it's always good. Actually, I have taken shelter of you exactly as King Indra takes shelter of Lord Vishnu. This is Kamsa speaking to Akrura. I request you to go immediately to Vrindavan and find the two boys named Krishna and Balaram. They are sons of Nand Maharaj. Take this nice chariot, especially prepared for the boys, and bring them here immediately. That is my request to you. Now, my plan is to kill these two boys. As soon as they will come in the gate, there will be a giant elephant named Kuvalyapid awaiting, and possibly he will be able to kill them. But if somehow or other they escape, then they will next meet the wrestlers and will be killed by them. That is my plan. And after killing these two boys, I shall kill Vasudev and Nanda, who are supporters of the Vrishni and Bhoja dynasty. We can see that we can make so many plans. Unless and until it's sanctioned by Krishna, nothing happens. I shall also kill my father, Ugrasena, and his brother Devaka, because they are actually my enemies and are hindrances to my diplomacy and politics. Nobody wants anybody come into their way. Thus, I shall get rid of all my enemies. Jarasandha is my father-in-law, and I have a great monkey friend named Dvivida. With their help, it will be easy to kill all the kings on the surface of the world who support the demigods. This is my plan. Haribol. So in this way, I shall be free from all opposition, and it will be very pleasant to rule the world without any obstructions. You may also know that Sambara, Narakasur, and Banasur are my intimate friends. And when I begin this war against the kings who support the demigods, they will help me considerably. Surely, I shall be rid of my enemies. Please go immediately to Vrindavan and encourage the boys to come here to see the beauty of Mathura and take pleasure in the wrestling competition. There you go. So after hearing this plan of Kamsa's, Akrura replied to him, quote, "My dear king, your plan is very excellently made to counteract the hindrance to your diplomatic activities. But you should maintain some discretion, on your plan will not be fruitful. After all, man proposes, God disposes." Akrura is always telling the truth, but they don't listen. We may make very great plans, but unless they are sanctioned by the supreme authority, they will definitely fail. Everyone in this material world knows that the supernatural power is the ultimate disposer of everything. One may make a very great plan with his fertile brain, but he must know that he will become subjected to the fruits, miseries, and happiness. But I have nothing to say against your proposal. As a friend, I shall carry out your order and bring Krishna and Balaram here as you desire. After instructing his friend in various ways, Kamsa retired and Akrura is going to Vrindavan. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purport of the 35th chapter of Krishna, Kansa sent Akrura for Krishna. So we will start reading chapter number 36. Killing the Kesi demon and Vyamasur. As I was listening the class of my Guru Maharaj, he was saying when Krishna, the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, comes to this material world, he brings all his incarnations, expansions, all potency with him. And that's the reason when he killed these demons, Krishna himself doesn't kill, but within him he brings Vishnu. And Vishnu is the one who kills all the demons. Krishna is so excellent. Whatever he does is so beautiful. After being instructed by Kunsa, the demon Kesi assumed the form of a terrible horse. These all demons, as I was saying during the morning time, that they are nothing but they are simply fulfilling the desire of Krishna. They are great devotees. It says that demon Prabhupada was giving a class and one time he glorified Hiranyakashipu and Prabhupada says, Sriman Hiranyakashipu. And Prabhupada really glorified those personalities because they were great, Jai and Vijay, the doorkeeper of the Vaikuntha. And Prabhupada says that if Hiranyakashipu has not come, we have never met Lord Nrsimhadev. So they are doing great favor to us actually. We should, and then Prabhupada was making a point, by external point of view, never try to understand that personality, who they are. Don't commit any offense. You never know who the persons are. Externally they may seem like, who was that? Vidya, Gadadhar Pandit, spiritual master. Purnanidhi Vidya, I forgot that exact name.
Pundarik Vidyanidhi.
Pundarik Vidyanidhi, definitely. Thank you very much. So, one time Mukunda, he told Gadadhar that I'm going to take you to meet one wonderful personality. So Gadadhar Pandit was so excited that this would be the fortune of my life. Mukunda is going to take me to the great Vaishnavas. So when Mukunda and Akrura went there, Pundarik Vidyanidhi was wearing a beautiful silken clothes, beautiful hairstyle, with so many fragrant incense oil he has put on his body. Some nice people were fanning him. Some beautiful Apsara type of girls were serving closely. And Gadadhar Pandit was totally feeling, what is this? Why Mukunda bring me to this personality? He seems to be a totally materialistic man, enjoying everything, and has a nice bed with silken bedsheet and pillows and everything. But as soon as the Mukunda starts singing some glorification of Krishna, Pundarik Vidyanidhi become in a totally aesthetic mood. He loses his whole composers. And then Gadadhar Pandit understood the position of Pundarik Vidyanidhi. And then because he underestimated the personality, he felt that he has committed offense toward him. So then he actually take initiation from Pundarik Vidyanidhi to get free from that offense. So we have to be extremely careful, brother and sister, when we deal with the devotees. We don't know who they are internally. So he entered the area of Vrindavan, Akrura. His great mane flying and his hooves digging up the earth. He began to whinny and terrify the whole world. Krishna saw that the demon was terrifying all the residents of Vrindavan with his whinnying and his tail wheeling in the sky like a big cloud. Krishna could understand that the horse was challenging him to fight. The Lord accepted his challenge and stood before the Kesi demon. As he called him to fight, the horse began to proceed toward Krishna, making a terrible sound like a roaring lion. Kesi rushed toward the Lord with great speed and tried to trample him with his legs, which were strong, forceful, and as hard as stone. Krishna, however, immediately caught hold of his leg and thus baffled him. Being somewhat angry, Krishna began to move around the horse dexterously. After a few rounds, he threw him 100 yards away, just as Garuda throws a big snake. Thrown by Krishna, the horse immediately passed out. But after a little while, he regained consciousness and with great anger and force rushed toward Krishna again, this time with his mouth open. As soon as the Kesi reached him, Krishna pushed his left hand within the horse's mouth. The horse felt great pain because the hand of Krishna fell to him like a hot iron rod. Immediately his teeth fell out. Krishna's hand within the mouth of the horse at once began to inflate, and Kesi's throat choked up. As the great horse began to suffocate, perspiration appeared on his body, and he began to throw his legs hither and thither. At his last breath came, his eyeballs bulged in their sockets, and he passed stool and urine simultaneously. This is also we have seen in the human body also. The people who has not saw Krishna, they see the personified death. And it's so furious, their agents, that we cannot even face them. And we become so ferocious that we will pass the urine and stool. We don't want to see that happen to us. Thus, the vital force of his life expired. When the horse was dead, his mouth became loose, and Krishna could extract his hand without any difficulty. What is the difficulty? Prabhupada used to say. There is no difficulty as long as we remain Krishna conscious. He did not feel any surprise that the Kesi demon was killed so easily. But the demigods were amazed, and out of their great appreciation, they offered Krishna greeting by showering flowers. Always we see, the demigods always wait for the Krishna to perform transcendental pastimes, and they are ready to always shower the flowers from their airplane. Haribol. After this incident, Narad Muni, the greatest of all devotees, came to see Krishna in a solitary place and began to talk with him. Haribol, secret meeting. Naradas speaking to Krishna as follows. My dear Lord Krishna, he said, you are the unlimited super soul, the supreme controller of all mystic powers, the Lord of the whole universe, the all-pervading personality of Godhead. You are the resting place of the cosmic manifestation, the master of all the devotees, and the Lord of everyone. My dear Lord, as the super soul of all living entities, you remain concealed within their hearts, exactly as fire remains concealed in every piece of fuel. You are the witness of all the activities of the living entities, and you are the supreme controller within their hearts. You are self sufficient. Before the creation, you existed, and by your energy, you have created the whole material universe. And according to your perfect plan, this material world is created by the interactions of the modes of nature. And by you, they are maintained and annihilated. Although you are unaffected by all these activities, you are the supreme controller eternally. My dear Lord, you have advented yourself on the surface of this world just to kill all the so called kings who are actually demons. These hobgoblins are cheating people in the dress of a princely order. You have advented yourself to fulfill your own statement that you come within this material world just to protect the principle of religion and annihilate unwanted miscreants. My dear Lord, I am therefore sure that the day after tomorrow I shall see demons like Chanura, Mustika, and the other wrestlers and elephants, as well as Kamsa himself, killed by you. And I shall see this with my own eyes. Akrura knows everything because he is a great devotee of Krishna. After this, I hope I shall be able to see the killing of other demons like Sankha, Yavana, Mura, and Narakasur. I shall also see how you take away the Parijat flower from the kingdom of heaven and how you defeat the king of the heaven himself, Indra. He continued, my dear Lord, Narad Muni continued, I shall then be able to see how you marry princesses, the daughter of the kings, by passing the price of Kshatriya strength. Whenever a Kshatriya wants to marry a very beautiful and qualified princess of a great king, he must fight his competitors and emerge victorious. Then he is given the hand of the princess in charity. So I shall also see how you save King Nruga from a hellish condition. Sri Narad Muni says, quote, this you shall enact in Dwarka. I shall also be able to see how you get your wife and the Syamantaka jewel, and how you save the son of a Brahmana from death after he has already been transferred to another planet. Haribol. You know King Nigu's story? That there was he has so many cows, and he promised Brahmanas as a charity that he will give the cows. So he was he gave the cow, but I think somehow or other by the divine potency of Krishna, that cow that he pledged to the Brahmana was exchanged. So he did maintain his vow of giving the charity of cow, but he didn't give the same cow as he promised. And the result, that he came as a lizard. So any activity we perform, we give the promise at least to someone. We should keep the promise, otherwise we should not give the promise. And you know Narad Muni and Langira Muni, that Brahmana, that Chitraketu's son, you know what was his name, was Sukha. Then he died, and then Chitraketu was so lamenting. And by the help of the Narad Muni and Angira Muni, they bring it back, the son. But the son was saying, who are you? Because I have so many father and mother in so many lives. I don't know which father are you. Chitraketu realize. So wonderful things, and Narad Muni can see everything, so he is forecasting. I want to see those things because he knows that that has happened. So after this, I will be able to see you kill the Pondruka demon and burn to ashes the kingdom of Kasi. I will see how you kill the king of Chedi and Dantavakra in great fights on behalf of Maharaj Yudhishthira. Beside all this, it will be possible for me to see many other wonderful activities while you remain in Dwarka. Narad Muni knows everything. And all this activity performed by your grace will be sung by great poets for all the time to come. And at the battle of Kurukshetra, you will take part as a chariot driver of your friend Arjuna. And as the invincible, that incarnation, eternal time, you will want to all vigilance assembled there. And I shall see a large number of military forces killed in that battlefield. My Lord, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto your lotus feet. You are situated completely in the transcendental position in perfect knowledge and bliss. You are complete in yourself and are beyond all desires. By exhibiting your internal potency, you have set up the influence of Maya. Your unlimited potency cannot even be measured by anyone. This is the words of Narad Muni. And that's why Prabhupada, when he used to take a darshan, he always used to pray, please protect me from your external energy, Maya Devi. Great devotees always feel that they are most fallen and most humble. And that's their protection actually. My dear Lord, you are the supreme controller. You are under your own internal potency, and it is simply vain to think that you are dependent on any of your creation. So I think it's a perfect place to stop. We should remain punctual on our activities at 6:53. So some devotee may have to go to the work or perform their prescribed duties. We don't want to hold on. So with those thoughts, we should always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless, spending those morning from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 6, 7 hours of first day. You know, so what is the worry in our life? There should be no worry. Always remain happy, jubilant, and totally fearless. And whoever you come across, give them a kind word that their life can also become successful and with no fear in their life. So with the start, I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of these wonderful devotees who take so much austerity. I don't know, somehow or other I see the devotees who are working even, they join earlier than me. It's so nice to see their dedication and their steadfastness. A lot of the devotees are becoming so strong that they are joining at that particular, whatever the time they have decided, they join at that time. Wonderful. Krishna is very kind. When he sees some sincerity within the living entity, he makes sure that he helps to fulfill those desires. Only thing we have to do is have a sincere desire in our heart and execute those desires sincerely. That's all. So I would like to offer my humble obeisances at the desk of those devotees who joined from Connecticut, New Hampshire, Aurora, Illinois, New York, New Jersey, Virginia, Boston, Boise, Atlanta, Tampa, Phoenix, Austin, College Station, San Jose, Portland, Dallas, Detroit, Chicago, Naperville, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Baltimore, Baton Rouge, Alachua, Orlando, Jacksonville, Ohio, St. Louis, Loganville, Georgia, San Diego, Calcutta, New Delhi, Toronto, Bangladesh, Alaska, Maine, New Orleans, Ottawa, Laguna Beach, Vancouver. And why did I forget to mention Houston? Because one time Rasikandar Prabhu asked me, Prabhu, how many Houston devotees are joining on your Zoom call? And I said, maybe 30 or 40. And then I thought that let me count. So I use this list and I count that there are 78 devotees from Houston regularly join on this our Zoom call, at least for some period of time. So I was really amazed how the devotees in Houston also are so kind. So I think let's chant for one more hour. I know the devotee will join soon too. And that also I was surprised. When I say we will extend 1 hour, I was thinking I may have 4 or 5 devotees will stay. But until 7:30, about 35, 40 devotees. And I think more than 25 remain until 8 o'clock. Nice to see that dedication, and some young children has coming. That is great, Alarka, Akshata, uh, our Shaloni, Divyans, Ivy is traveling on the vacation. They are in Costa Rica enjoying. I was the one actually induced them when I visit their home. I was showing them the picture of my trip to Costa Rica. I like Costa Rica, very natural country, no pollution. You can drink the water from the highway faucet, pure water. There is no industries at all. And it's so wonderful that the all the restaurant and all the shops close at 6 o'clock. That's it. So nice way to live the life. No shops open. And there is no chili available in Costa Rica, no green chili. Because at that time I was fond of eating the green chili. But now Krishna has made the arrangement that I cannot take the green chili. But at that time, so I asked the guy, is there any market where I can find the green chili? They said, in Costa Rica, nobody eats chili. Very nice. And the really, like before the sunrise, you can see there without the torchlight or the car, you don't need the light. That happens at 4:30 in the morning. So people do wake up early in the morning. Natural candidate for Krishna consciousness. And everything shut down by 6 o'clock, all the market and everything. So people must be sleeping around 7:30. And one time I went to the restaurant and I asked them that would you be able to make us and we can use your utensils and something. They said, yes, we will help you, but we have a specific technique, or you have come to Costa Rica, you should try our food. It's so then we ordered it. I said, okay, we surrender. And amazingly, if we are doing the business, restaurant business, we will know that, okay, 30, 35 people will come. So we will cook all these sabjis, and at least main entry, we will keep rice and dal and like that. But in Costa Rica, I see that. I don't know all the restaurant, but the restaurant I went, they just cook when you order. So we order a little bit because we don't know. So we order little, and it was so tasteful because they are living with the nature. So their hands and everything is so pure. So it was so nice. So I called the waiter and I said, we would like to order more. It's delicious. And the waiter told us, you have to wait for 45 minutes because we don't keep anything. We cook when you order. So if you want to wait for 45 minutes, we will serve you. And I was amazed at how nice these people, they maintain the culture. No industries, nothing. Way of nature. I think just by the uh, visitors, their economy is running. Beautiful country. I highly recommend. At least near the La Fortuna area is so wonderful. Rainforest, you can walk, even the sun is shining full, you will walk under the shadows, you will never feel heat. And the cool breeze will come and you hear the leaves of the tree. You can hear that sound. It's so peaceful. And so many hanging bridge. These are about, 100, above the ground. And still you will see the tree goes 100 feet above you, that hanging the bridges. They have built so many of them. And they have the guides on both sides of the uh, bridge, just to make sure that only one side, one family start walking. Until they reach to other, they won't allow any other because it's shaky. And I got the opportunity to talk because I'll have to wait. So I talked to the guy who was standing there, how much you get paid, what is the economy over here, and all that information. It's so wonderful. Nice, beautiful craters, fresh volcano, that huge mountain in La Fortuna that happened, erupted in 1992. You can climb on it. Nice waters, serene. People are so calm, cool. They are not in hurry of anything. And the policemen in big city, they are at every cross sections and 30 miles per hour, very slow. So it's like a really, really nice way of living the life. No rush. And every corner the policeman is there. And if you drive even at 5 miles an hour, you get the ticket of 600 US dollar. So be careful when you visit Costa Rica. But it's so I was talking. So the daughter Ivy, I liked her very much because she always joined at 6 o'clock. Wonderful girl. So I told her that Ivy, you should go to Costa Rica. So she was able to convince Iswa Krishna Prabhu, Yamuna Sundari Mataji. So they are enjoying in Costa Rica. Very nice. I can remember those beautiful, beautiful. There was a beautiful, like a pasturing ground and so many cows, just plain white cows. So wonderful. And near the rainforest area, season get changed every hour. Sometimes it becomes so dense that you cannot drive even at 3 miles an hour speed. It's so dense. And then it will clear it up in half an hour. It may rain for 15 minutes. Every day rain will come, not disturb anything. It's just 15 minutes. People just take the shelter and the rain will stop. Wonderful place. So let's chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra sitting in one of the